We're here at the Crossword bookstore at 10th Corner. It's 19th of August and we're here to release our new series, 366 Words in Mumbai, Delhi, Calcutta and Bangalore. And here we have with us the Mumbai team. That's Mirabelle and Suhita. Mirabelle D'Cunha is the author of the book and Suhita Mitra is the illustrator, the designer for the book. And we're going to have a short chat with them to find out all about this book. So welcome both of you.
Thank you.
So Mirabelle, first question for you. Tell us about the book. What makes it special? What makes it unique?
This book is on Mumbai. That makes it special. Alone, because I'm from Mumbai. We lack seriously in our bookstores books on our cities that are really child friendly. We grow up as a child, it's difficult to have a concept of where you live beside your home in your neighborhood. We often know that as a child, we're from Mumbai, and when we travel, to visit a relative in another city or place. But our idea of what Mumbai is spatially, in terms of what it encompasses, the experiences we can have are very often limited to our neighborhood or places that we would visit in our socio-economic kind of going around the city. So we felt there was really a lack of a book that really encompassed Mumbai in its entirety for children, that made it really alive for them, that really made them feel the love for Mumbai. And so briefly, that's why this book.
And how did you go about picking the content of the book? Because obviously Mumbai is a very culturally and visually a very rich city, and there's limited number of pages in the book. So how did you pick what you did?
That was really tough. That was a challenge. That was a big challenge. There was so much to cover in Mumbai. We wanted to cover the whole gamut from North Mumbai, South Mumbai, Central Mumbai, and also the parts that are now sort of, we were like, should we include Navi Mumbai, because that's also kind of like an offshoot of Mumbai. So that was really difficult.
And we had a much huger list of places.
Yeah.
And we had to edit it down.
Yeah, we had to cut, and we were like, oh, but this place is so special because of that. So it was very exciting, entertaining, and challenging thing to get.
I think a lot of parents I've spoken to have gotten back saying they really appreciate the fact that it's not focused towards the monuments of South Mumbai, and it does. So was that conscious?
That was a conscious decision.
Yeah.
Yes. Because there was, like when we started in the beginning, we did come up with some of these more older famous landmarks. And there are so many of them which happen to be in South Mumbai, and we consciously had to say, okay, maybe this can go, and maybe the suburbs, more towards the suburbs can come in place.
So what really helped was when we kind of broke down the places into categories. Like we've got magnificent Mumbai landmarks and parks. So that's a whole kind of block of different landmarks and parks across the city. Then we said Mumbai is all about the spirit of celebration, 24 hours, city that never sleeps. How does Mumbai celebrate its festivals? And then of course we're always working. So workaholic Mumbai, places of work, workaholics from the Mazgon docks to the stock exchange to the movie guards. And then we did experience the magic and musty of Mumbai, even despite the crazy work, schedule. We still go out and get wet in the rain and eat bhajiyas on the road and vacation and the food that's really from all across the country. So we tried to encompass the entire, all the 5 senses into the book as much as we could. So we did a great job with the illustrations to kind of
I guess a complete team effort from you and Siri.
So Sita, tell us about your journey. I mean, artistically, how was it challenging? How did you pick the style that you did? And
okay, actually my journey started in Mumbai in 1996 when I came here to do a diploma project. And when I came to the city, it was like, I never intended to stay around, but it was like a blast. Like, one thing after the other. First, rented, paying. So everything, I think, whatever I've got from the city over the last many years, I think this was a fantastic opportunity to give back.
How lovely.
Yeah. So I think I started with that spirit, and when it came to final points, Mirabelle, Vicky, they really pushed me saying, this doesn't look like this. So I had to take their help a lot, and it really helped because they were great mentors. And sometimes they would not tell me that directly, They would not tell me directly, but he would give me a feel.
Yeah.
Of,
It was tough. I mean, we also started the book across. I was in Bermuda. Oh my God, yes. Being pregnant and growing up. And Suhita and Vicky were in India. So I was trying to kind of pick photographs from online to kind of convey what I was kind of seeing in my mind.
And here I let Mirabelle take the lead, because no matter how good I am at my art, if she could visualize it for me, that would give me a very, leap forward to start the scene. That is exactly what happened. She kind of visualized a scene saying that, for example, the
Ganesh Utsav. Ganesh Utsav?
Ganesh Utsav, yes, but I mostly think of the scene that I struggled a lot because I did not get to see it was Bandra Fair.
Yeah,
Right.
And while I was doing it, Mirabelle and Kiki would be like, this is good, but it is not capturing the spirit. So I had to take cues. And that is, how the scene, and finally when it happened, I knew it had worked. And Mirabelle knew it worked, Kiki knew it worked.
So one of the things that people have really appreciated about the art, Suhita, is that all the architectural monuments look very, very authentic and accurate. In fact, just yesterday we were driving past the CST station at night, and we've never been there with my son, with Neil. And he saw the station all lit up, and I was very excited. I came back home, and he could spot it in the book, and it was a big moment for me personally that connection is happening.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So how did you go about making sure that authenticity came out? Because it's very hard to do architectural illustrations. I know that.
I think as an artist or anybody who wants to capture Mumbai, because Mumbai is so in your face, even if you cannot draw, but if you start drawing a particular situation or a monument or the environment, I think you'll get it because it's so vibrant. So I think I relied on that more than my artistic skills. I kind of let Mumbai be the guide.
How lovely. Okay.
That is exactly, because in the beginning I was not even sure whether I could
Do the monument.
do the whole book. Yes.
Mirabelle, what were your challenges that you faced in writing or compiling or visualizing the information?
I think the biggest challenge was to fit the history of Mumbai in 150 years. That was the most difficult thing in this book ever. I think it must have taken me almost some months to kind of, put that down, pin it down, convey what I want to, and also say that the history of Mumbai is always changing. It's how you perceive it, because that's what Mumbai is about. People come from across the country, across the world, and everybody has a different take on, on what the city can give them and what they can give to the city. So that was definitely most challenging. What was really exciting was the fact that, I found that in our generation of being parents, you find that because we are not growing up necessarily in joint families, you're always going to visit grandparents in another city, or that kind of thing is happening. And then it's really nice when you take a kid to another city and say, you can kind of get them excited about the city with a book before. You can, when you go to the city, you can visit it, you can have their grandparents show them around the city. The kind of the possibilities with a book like this are seriously endless. And another thing that I really enjoyed about the concept you came with, and then as we worked together as a team, was the fact that this book is very layered. It's not, usually you buy a book and then you can just use it for a particular engagement and then it's done, and then it's time to buy another book. But with this book, my daughter has 10 months old and she loves looking at the pictures and trying to pull things and eat them. I think the older kids that are trying to do things. So there's just so much that you can keep on looking and discerning and inferring from the book. And then, another thing that I really enjoyed was children are writing and journaling at a certain age, and then we kind of thought of putting this little journal thing in. And when we go to school, most of the history books, I didn't find history interesting till I started traveling. Because history was not, this was built in this AD and it was da-da-da-da-da, and we were like, I'm a kid, I don't understand.
You have to memorize all that.
I have to memorize it. So we don't want kids to do that. We want to make books that they can relate to. And so we have two little mascots, Neil and Savannah, that show kids around the city. So it kind of, builds a rapport with them.
Tell us about the M.
Yes, and the M, right? So kids always love finding things. They love puzzles. And it really engages them. So we thought, why not, in the scene, hide an M for Mumbai everywhere. So in every scene you will find, like here is N for Mumbai, like a little driftwood in the stream. So in every page there's something for a certain age group.
If it's a signage, it doesn't count, right?
Even in a signage it doesn't count. So this is for kids, they know what N looks like, they can read the baby, and they can find it. And the other thing we did was the railway station thing, which is so peculiar to Mumbai, right? I mean, it's just a strange journey.
And many of the ideas, I think they came up about very easily. We didn't have to struggle because I think then we realized that we are kind of maybe proper Mumbai. On the, you know what to do.
And then the street dog. I mean, like, can you go anywhere in Mumbai without encountering a street dog? So in that sense, it was just, I think the book is very layered and you can use it for...
Also had teachers commenting that there are aspects of culture which are hidden in words, like there's Dr. Salim Ali, just a reference to him. Tell us about what is the intent with doing that, or the lazim, or things like that. What's the intent behind that?
Like we said, it's layered, so it depends on also the parent that's reading the book with the child or the teacher, or the child's inquisitiveness. Who is Dr. Salim Ali? Ask the parent can talk to the child about it. We made a reference to the BNHS trip. You can look it up online, actually go and see the flamingos. And we did a workshop, a few days ago, and we found that children didn't know that a place called Shivvi existed. They didn't really, they weren't necessarily able to identify flamingos as a bird. They couldn't even fathom that this was in their city because, if you live in a more kind of concrete part of the city, you don't see stuff like this. So it's really good to know that kids will now be able to ask questions, go out, explore their city.
So yeah, that's about it from me. It's been great chatting with you. If I can just have a little sign-off message for parents and kids from each of you. Something you want to say before you... Oh, before we sign off, I have to ask you, what has the response been to the book so far? About that bit.
It has been phenomenal actually, and people from across the globe sometimes, like some people I know, they are like, I want this book. So I think people are seeing a value to what this is, and it's not just a cover. People are, and it's a great thing you did was I think you featured some of the entire pages online, so people can actually see through it, and realize it's kind of standing out from what they usually get to see. The response has been very positive, and I think people want more things, more concepts like this for them to connect children.
Really great response. All the things that we heard about the book and the kind of feedback we got from educators, parents, kids, etc. The best thing I heard was from a foreigner that came to visit and saw the book, and she said it's like a Lonely Planet guide to Mumbai for children.
Wow.
And it just perfectly it made my day, and I was like, yeah, that's exactly what it's meant to be.
Right.
So I think that's lovely.
So one last sign-off message before we close. Anything you want to say to parents and kids?
Enjoy the book.
Okay.
Enjoy our city and live it up.
It's been lovely chatting with both of you. Mirabelle Suhita, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
And we look forward to an updated edition next year. Maybe this is 40 pages, that will be 80. Yeah. So congratulations and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay.